today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history, and it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on second down, Brees. That's a run going over. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Lavonte David in on the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
By the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Complete to
Boy, you know, so many storylines here in this opener. Of course, you got Brady versus Breeze. You've got Jameis Winston, the Bucs' former quarterback, on the opposite sideline. And, oh, by the way, it's a division opponent, but all anyone's talking about, really, and rightly so, Tom Brady out there leading the Buccaneers.
I like how you were able to slide in the other storylines, even though you did acknowledge, and rightly so at the end, this is all about Tom Brady wearing a Buccaneers uniform, leading a new team, hoping to take them to the glory that he took New England. That's what this game is all about. Yeah, Jameis is there. He's able to say hi to everyone, but he shouldn't figure into this game. Yes, Drew Brees is back leading his team who should win the division, but this is all about Tom Brady, a fresh start, and infinite possibilities.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it, and Jones hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to a Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects. And yes, he can still play.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44, Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there.
That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading him out. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Ball carrier.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down right there.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Demario Davis on the
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
To number 87.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10. At at their own 22.
We remind you lots more to come here this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then two more to finish off the week on Monday night football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium. And the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Breeze. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's complete to Sanders. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so early in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So a decent game, all for nothing on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 9. First down, New Orleans.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Oh, nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 40 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
8 yards.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the front of the attack and not giving ground.
Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brees going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brees. And this is Cook with the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints have moved out in front. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Evans. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down Tampa. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
3rd down.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Breeze. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
44-yard line.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Brady. And that one will fall incomplete.
Brady's pass.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Can't get away, and Brady will go down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Here's Bradley Pinion now. So we've reached half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
With the score, Saints 21, Buccaneers.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
Brady now on first down. A quick pass here to Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Jones. And some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
The ball carrier.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
17 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked 15-yard line on the return. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Number 41.
Lavonte David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
That's 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught, Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 39-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run. This is Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage. They did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's another.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
LaShawn McCoy.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So a change of possession here on the punt. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead. Well, you take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now pass complete here to Sanders. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a great play there for the Saints. 45 yards.
First down.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Richardson. 2 yards.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
7-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it'll be 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former first-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Running with Kamara. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. Some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
At the 41.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Brady, complete. Richardson has it. 20! Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Pass complete.
Paul Richardson, 59 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run it again with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Brenton, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Breeze pass. Incomplete to Alvin Kamara.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
Breeze.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Richardson.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Brady's pass, incomplete on the throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
On coverage.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got this down to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold him now.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Marcus Davenport in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this is.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And down to the 27-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Saints, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.